Hello, welcome to my version of Between Two Figs. Today I wanted to talk about plants because if you're like me, you're probably contemplating your living situation right now, how to spruce it up or change it up. And plants are something, it's good for the air and it's good for your mental health, but these are 5 things that I don't feel like people talk about that much, even amidst the variety of YouTube videos I've seen of people raising plants. They don't really talk about this. And I thought I should warn you before you get into buying them because plant parenthood it's a learning curve. I'll just say that. First tip, bugs. If you buy plants, I think you're naturally going to have them. I don't know if it's just me, but for me, fungus gnats are an issue that they fly around everywhere and I've become an expert at catching them. Spider mites were also an issue. And it's not like these things will kill the plant. It's just kind of an annoying thing you have to deal with, and it takes time to figure out which plants is it on and make sure it doesn't spread. If you want a video about how I've decreased the number of bugs, I can make one of that. But bugs, yes. And I bought a tree. I would not recommend getting a tree for indoors because it came with millipedes and worms, and I'm very squeamish about bugs. But if you are too, I think it's something that you'll either have to pay the price for keeping plants or just don't get them at all. Secondly, containers. The saucers, the planters. Planters are the nice things made of ceramic or concrete that you put your plant in so that it's decorative and pretty in your place. They are pricey. They sometimes are the same price as the plant, if not more. And there are also, depending on which variety of plant you have, stuff that, put it in the nice planter that you bought, keep it there. But I know of some plants where they just grow exponentially fast. And so if you put it in like a concrete thing, like it could even crack your nice belongings. So know which plant needs which kind of container, because you don't want to pay, for things and to have it break on you or have needless expenses. Thirdly, I would say lighting is very important. It depends on south side, north side, all this stuff. I don't know about that, but I do know the difference between shady, direct sun, and indirect sun. And depending on which plant you have, it will have preferences. So you may have ideas about, okay, I bought this plant because I think it would look really cute on my desk. But then once you do your research, it could be that's too much sun for your plant, or it could be that's not enough. And so know that even if you buy the plant, you can't just put it wherever you want to. You have to take into consideration where it's going to do the best. And it takes time to figure that out too. I feel like I keep them in my room. This is alongside a wall with indirect sunlight. It's usually filtered through a curtain. But if I notice new leaves sprouting and it's kind of taking a while for the leaf to unfurl, I will move it out into the living room where it gets a lot more exposure to the sun, and then that leaf will just unfurl. And so I do a little bit of shifting here and there. The fourth point that I want to make is pruning. I feel like there are so many videos about how to propagate your plants, but not a lot on pruning them. And so pruning is the thing that you need to do when you notice like your plant's not doing so great, especially in this leaf or that leaf. And you just gotta be kind of brutal and like snip off that dead growth. And I feel a little bit hesitant about that myself because I'm a new plant parent. I started getting into them earlier this year, and I was like, thank God I bought these things before quarantine hit because they are a joy. But anyway, pruning. And the reason that you want to do it is because if you snip off the dead growth, your plant can focus its energy better on producing new growth, which is what you want. And some varieties of plants too, if you prune them, they'll grow better. And so it's just something that you have to do. But honestly, like, it pains me every single time I have to cut, any part of my plant off. And lastly, I would say that, like tattoos, plants are addictive. I started off with one, and then it was like, oh, well, I want one more and one more. And so now I'm at 9, and I've given some away too, just because I was like, I need to curb myself. But if you have the money for it and you have the space for it, knock yourself out. You can live in a jungle. I've seen, YouTube videos where it's like you can't even see their walls. It's all green. So yes, they can be addictive. I hope this was helpful. And if you want any further videos talking about unforeseen expenses of plants, I've kind of learned a lot in my couple months of being a plant parent. I would be happy to do that. If you have any plants in your home that give you joy, let me know what variety that is. If you're thinking about getting plants online, sorry, I cannot help you there because I've never bought plants online. I'm a little bit hesitant to, just because you don't know the quality of the plant that you're going to be getting, especially with USPS right now having a lot of delays. I'm just not. And for me, part of the best parts of getting plants is going to the store and seeing all of them and then choosing your favorite and coming home with it. So yes, I hope this was helpful. 5 plant tips. I can definitely give you more. I've been accruing them and posting them on my Instagram stories anyway. So if you want more plant videos, I'd be happy to do that.